In an exclusive, sources are telling CNN that the Justice Department is issuing a new grand jury subpoena to the National Archives for more documents as part of the January 6th investigation. Now, let's pause there, okay? To give you some perspective, because that's also part of what we do here, right? Because this former president has managed to launch not one, but two Justice Department investigations that involve the National Archives. One into January 6th, the one with this subpoena today. The latest sign that the DOJ is broadening its investigation into the potential role that then White House staff may have played in the lead up to the attack on the Capitol. And another investigation into the removal of classified documents to the former president's private beach and golf club. And yes, there's news on that tonight, too. Sources are telling the New York Times that investigators are seeking additional surveillance footage from Mar-a-Lago as they investigate how classified documents were handled by the former president and his staff. Now, some footage reportedly showing people moving boxes in and out, and in some cases appearing to change the container some documents were held in. More on that in just a moment, so stand by for that. That, as a Trump legal team is asking for a special master, a third-party attorney to go through Mar-a-Lago evidence and determine if there are private documents that should be returned. But that's not all. They also want the judge to pause the investigation until the special master's review is done. And for those of you who've been around for a long time, who didn't just fall off the turnip truck, that's right out of the Trump playbook. Delay, 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 file a lawsuit and do motions, and then, that's how it goes. It's been 2 weeks since the search, and they're only calling for a special master now. Why? The former president's legal team also confirming that he tried to pass a message to the attorney general a few days later, warning people across the country were not angry about the search, were angry about the search, and going on to say, quote, whatever I can do to take the heat down, to bring the pressure down, just let us know. Which, let's face it, he could have done all of that on his own without sending a message to Merrick Garland. That as we're just days away from the deadline for the DOJ to explain everything in the search warrant affidavit that they say needs to be kept secret. But the excuse is, well, they just keep rolling along.
What use could a former president have for classified or top secret information once he's left office? Why bring it home with him to Florida?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you have to ask him, but certainly we all know that every former president has access to their documents. It's how they write their memoirs.
I still haven't seen any evidence that that Trump was even asked to get these documents back.
But the Government Services Administration is responsible for packaging and parceling those documents, and you bring up a great point. They were the ones that moved the documents to Mar-a-Lago.
Did he say he hasn't seen any evidence that he was asked for the documents back? What? There was a June search. Well, that was just completely false. That one got past me. Maybe he was writing his memoirs, right? No, wait, they never even asked him for the documents. No, wait, it was the guys who packed the boxes. Look, the brouhaha from Trump allies just shows you what a bind the judge and the DOJ are in right now. The more information they put out there, the louder the calls for more. Let's bring in now the former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe and former Watergate prosecutor Nick Ackerman. Thank you so much. I just saw that where he says he didn't see any evidence that he was asked for the documents. Andrew, I mean, in January of 2022, after months of discussion, Trump's team and NARA retrieves 15 boxes. February of 2022, February 18th of 2022, April and May of documents, him being asked, the lawyer saying that there were no more documents and returning documents, and he didn't see any evidence. That was odd. But anyway, good evening.
Good evening.
Andrew, I mean, am I off on that?
No, Don.